This is step 6 for group 5. That's Brianna, myself, Sharmila, Katie, and Lauren. So just to remind you guys, our action research study is comprised of 4 different cycles. And our question is, what kind of professional education will improve new speech-language pathologist skills needed to transition from an educational to a professional setting? So for our first phase, it consists of 30 subjects of first semester students new to the speech-language pathology graduate program at St. John's University. So ethical dilemmas are presented to the students through assigned readings in a pre-existing course. Supplemental reading in a pre-established class focusing on ethics and cultural diversity in a clinical setting were given. So during the section, students evaluated ethical dilemmas and solutions, and they rated the decisions on a scale from 0 to 4, 0 from being unethical to 4 being the most ethical. So this is a graph showing how many students had the correct responses for pre-test and post-test. As you can see, in the pre-test phase, it was split evenly. 50% of them were incorrect, and 50% of them were correct. That's 15 subjects in each level. In the post-test phase, 18 subjects were correct, and 12 subjects were incorrect. So after that implementation, you can see a difference. In cycle 2, we use a different group of 30 subjects, all first-year students, this time in their second semester at the Speech-Language Pathology Graduate Program at St. John's University. For phase 2, based on the data collected and student recommendations from the first cycle, there was a weekend seminar implemented. It was 2 to 3 days, expanded on the previous concept, and it includes discussions on professionalism such as management skills, appropriate attire, record keeping, and things like that. And after certain discussions, there were quizzes administered, and in order to receive a certificate of completion, the students must have passed each quiz. So 75 was the passing grade, and as you can see from the pre-test certification scores, there was about 32.95% passing rate for the pre-test certification score. That's about 33. And when you scroll down, you see the post-test certification scores. In here, the average was about 85. So about 95% of the students passed in the post-test phase. And if I just scroll up again, you see over here the average was 70, as opposed to the post-test phase where the average was 85. So you see a difference there as well. For cycle 3, there were also 30 subjects, again a different group, and these were second-year students in their first semester at the Speech-Language Pathology program at St. John's University. So they enrolled in a professionalism in the workplace course. Assignments such as case studies, self-reports on personal and professional values, and presentations regarding different hypothetical situations in the work environment were collected. This is just a table showing how many subjects fell under what grade in the pre-test and the post-test phase. In the pre-test phase, there were 9 subjects in the A and A minus range, 16 subjects in the B and B plus range, 4 subjects in the B minus C plus range, and 1 subject in the C and C minus range, and 0 failing the course. And in the post-test phase, we have 14 subjects in the A to A minus range, 11 subjects in the B plus B range, and 5 subjects in the B minus C plus range. So you can see the differences after the post-test phase that we had no subjects maintaining a grade lower than C plus. Now the last cycle is similar to our first one, where we have an ethical dilemma evaluation. The only difference is that this is to ensure the retention of information, as we are using the same 30 subjects in this cycle that we used in the previous cycle. And these are not These students are not in the graduate program anymore. They're currently completing their clinical fellowship. So they also received ethical dilemma situations presented through assigned readings. Through the pre-test phase, you can see that 19 subjects were correct in their evaluations and 11 were incorrect. For the post-test phase, 26 subjects were correct and only 4 were incorrect. So here you guys can clearly see the difference that the action research design made. Thank you.